Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, July 29th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I come into balance by connecting my heart to my mind. All right, so our third day of shift is upon us. We have Mars moving into Virgo today. Now, before Mars moves into Virgo, we actually have interaction with Jupiter. So Jupiter just retrograded back into the sign of Aquarius, and we have Mars preparing to move into the sign of Virgo, opposing that Jupiter Aquarius energy. So I kind of mentioned this yesterday, but it bears repeating that while Jupiter expands things, and Jupiter in Aquarius is about being able to hold a larger vision, a larger vibration in the world, this is also at the same time a call for us to really work on this Leo energy, being a sovereign, really recognizing yourself as a sovereign being, and recognizing the impact that you as an individual make in this world. You, with your gifts, with your expression, with your talents, with all of the things that you came to bring, you make an impact, and it is important. So Mars in Leo is reminding us, like, live that. Live your heart. Live that expression. Live that magnanimous sovereign being, hopefully magnanimous, and then bring that into the world. I love oppositions because while they can be difficult, a lot of times we can find our way into working with both of these energies. And so we may find in the morning before Mars shifts that temper tantrum energy if it's not going our way. However, Jupiter reminds us at this time, like, hey, things are working out. Things are happening as they're meant to work or meant to happen. Like, let this unfold, but work. Keep working from your heart. Keep visioning from your heart. Keep moving from that energy. So we have that big energy to start our day off. And then we shift into Mars in Virgo. So let me just say, with Mars shifting into Virgo, see, what time? 1:32 p.m. Pacific time. With Mars shifting into Virgo, we may feel offline. And chances are there's going to be a little of that tired and wired that I mentioned, because with Mars offline, we're like, I don't want to have to do the things. Although the Virgo in the background's like, but I have all these things I need to do. And then we have the Jupiter Aquarius energy, which is like frenetic, very frenetic energy. So this is definitely going to be an interesting balance feeling those. Your best bet is taking it easy, grounding in, being gentle, and Mars in Virgo style, making plans of all the things you would like to do with Mars in Virgo. So Mars in Virgo, the focus of Virgo, I always feel, is really health and healing. Now, it can be your daily life, your daily living, like the chores you have to do, all the things that you have to do to survive, to live. However, I really think that there's a lot of beauty in bringing it back to the needs of the body. And how can you take action based on what your body needs? Now, hopefully, with Venus in Virgo, you've already started that work. Like, okay, I'm tuning into my body. It really wants citrus right now, or it really wants carrots right now, or it really wants to move, or does not want to move. It needs sleep and rest. Hopefully, you're already tuning into that, listening to that. And now with Mars in Virgo, this is a call to take the guided action. What is it that your body needs, and how can you take the action in it? However, again, with Mars energy, we may feel the drive, and we may start spinning ourselves in the to-dos. So I would say, watch out for overdoing the to-dos, and recognize that being is also an action that needs to be taken at times. And when we are being, we can often hear, if we can get out of our heads and all the things that we think we should be doing, we can hear the things we actually do need to do for ourselves to come into that balance. Excuse me, get excited about this. I think this will be really supportive ultimately for this like Jupiter energy. This can provide grounding. It can give us the option or suggestions of stability that can help us work through this, like I said, frenetic energy that we are moving through. So taking time to be, taking time to drop into the body and listen. And I noticed I forgot to look up when Mars will be shifting out. So let me just do that really fast. All right, so Mars is going to be hanging out all the way through August and about halfway into September. So we have a month and a half where we really can dig into taking aligned physical action for ourselves. We may find ourselves getting a little cranky and critical at times, but usually that's a call back towards the self that we're not meeting our own needs. We may be feeding so much out there. Virgo is also a planet or a sign of service. So with Virgo, it's like, oh, well, I can do it better, so I'll do that. I can do it better, I'll do that. And we tend to take on too much and we put ourselves to the side. So this is a call back to the self to fill in your personal needs in and through at this time. So that's actually it. Kind of a quieter day. We do have, this is nice, we do have the moon in Aries. The moon will be connecting into Chiron, which kind of adds to the healing vibe. And like, hey, listen, your body is whispering what it needs to you. The moon in Aries can, again, also spike the desire of action. But if you're feeling that rest, please do so, because that will help you overall in the grounding of this other energy. So let's look at this. We do have the exhaustion card. Tired and wired, and the exhaustion card reminds us, like, you're carrying too much. What do you need to put down? Right behind it, we have the Master card. So this is definitely going to be an ongoing lesson for us in and through this. I have the comparison card. You know, I think we see so many people in the world and like, how are they doing what they're doing? Not everybody, but so much of this world is powered on caffeine and other stimulants and things, and there's no shame in that. This is how the world has been, but you can't compare what you see others doing with what you are doing. Honor your own personal process. Very important in this energy. It's interesting because I do have the past lives card, and I would say be aware of any, like, I don't know what the right feel is, any underlying things that are kind of bubbling up at this time. There's nothing that's like profoundly past life as I'm like looking at the chart right here. However, it doesn't mean that these things can't quite bubble up. So if something's like not really adding up, not really making sense, but coming up for you, like tune in. There may be some latent stuff that's wanting to come up, wanting to come forward, and needs you to address it in and through this energy. Finally, I have the traveling card, and I just feel like this is a card of expansion. And so with all this energy, I'm really feeling this with the Jupiter, but like, where are you being called to expand? And again, this may be part of what you tune into in those quiet moments. Where are you being called to expand? Where are you being called to focus? Mars in Virgo can bring beautiful focus for us to put our action, to put our attention into. All right, so I'm going to leave that here for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.